2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. The throw over the middle taken in. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Now this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's complete to Slayton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Geno Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yellow!
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Meanwhile, Mahomes, this throw taken in by Johnston. 7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 49 yards there, a big one.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Come back.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a way complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But you often say opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Yellow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
15.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
First and 10 at the 40-yard
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off of play action. Here's Smith. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Smith. That's complete. It's Collins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again is Smith. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Smith on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Vikings. Austin Eckler, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
On the 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball.
Touchdown, Eagles. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 6.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there. And it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Outright, caught by Chosen.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Geno now to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. There's a nice move, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Again, Smith.
That's caught by Chosen.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing now is Geno.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing is Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Austin Eckler, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Now he's loose at the 40. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And running with power here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and 3.
Hey, 15. Outside.
They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the interception, here's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. In motion, Hill.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Vikings.
Got a man, and he hits him. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Smith's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 19-yard line.
Now Smith.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Smith throwing again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie chosen from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
16 yards on the play.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing now, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. It's Smith. intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got room past the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for Eagles.
Attack, attack.
First and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's another Eagles.
And again, it's Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Now inside the 25. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Open man right side is Tony.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Mahomes.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next